Hey, what's up? Hello. Hi, good morning. My name is Casey. Welcome to my channel. We are gonna go through the day together and I hope you enjoy. So, I am in a silly goofy mood so far, but that's normal because I haven't taken my crazy pills yet. I am just always silly goofy in the morning. But okay, so we have some things to do today. If you're new here, I'm a consultant registered dietitian nutritionist. So that just means that I work for a group of dietitians, and we have within our company contracts with different hospitals and such where we're assigned work for whatever. Anyway, very well explained. So my main area that I visit is inpatient psychiatric hospitals. That is where I am going today. I consider the place I'm going to right now my main building because I spend a lot of time there. There's a lot of patients, a lot of work to be done, and I go there 3 times a week. So that's where we're heading. And then after that, I forgot about this. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this, but there is a staff dinner, which is pretty far away from where I'm heading for work. So that's a whole thing, but that's fine. I forgot all about it. So the nature of my job is super interesting because I explained how we're a group of dietitians, but we're all kind of sent out in different directions. So we don't see our colleagues ever. We don't work together unless we're splitting a particular hospital, which happens from time to time, but usually when that's happening, you're going to that building on different separate days, so you're still not even really interacting with one another. So we don't really know our colleagues that well unless we have events like this. So at the beginning, I think, of this month, April, are we still in April? Yes, they sent out some dates to try to work out the dietitians in this area, what a good day would be for dinner. So we all voted and whatever, and something was decided, and then I forgot about it, but I got a reminder email about it literally yesterday, and I was like, oh, so I have that going on this evening. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I'm so excited before we back out and go to work. I think I mentioned this in yesterday's, I forgot how to speak. I think I mentioned this in yesterday's video, but I've been wanting to get back into running. So I have a husky, Kyla, my doggy. What is happening? That's probably what's happening. We go on a lot of walks because we have to, because she's a husky. But for most of the last half of last year, I don't remember when I started, but I started making my first walk of the day into a run with her. And I've really been wanting to get back into doing that. And today is the first day I did it. So that was really exciting. I didn't go very intense at all, but I did better than I thought I would, because I remember when I started building the habit initially, my starting point was different than how I was feeling today entirely. I was able to run longer nonstop than what I anticipated. Not that I ran very much, but I'm really excited that that's getting started now, because that needed to happen. I wanted to do that so bad. I just kept dragging my feet on getting it started. So hopefully we're going to keep seeing that happening. Strangely enough, I got an itch to exercise last night as well. And then I did this dance exercise workout from the Fitness Marshall. I'll link or put a picture or something, their channel, because this is my favorite way to exercise. I used to dance, so it's fun. And I don't usually like traditional exercise things, but dancing is fun, so it makes it easy. I don't know. So yeah, I'm kind of getting this exercise thing going. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm excited about it. My legs were already, I felt like they were tense after this morning's run, and I'm uh-oh, is that because of the run? Am I already feeling like I'm gonna be sore, or is it because I also exercised yesterday? I don't know. The feeling's kind of gone away now, so maybe we're fine. But anyway, let's go to work. Let's go to work. I have to eat my breakfast. I am so bad. I always find myself eating in the car. Don't do that. Don't do that. I do that all the time, but don't do that. It's because I create my own chaos. I have ADHD. I forget if I've said that already. I haven't taken my pills yet, which is why I feel like I'm rambling and going topic to topic in my mind anyway. I think I've been consistent, steady speaking, hopefully. But I create my own chaos in the morning. So even if I wake up earlier, no matter what, I always feel like I'm leaving in a hurry. Last minute, I don't have time to sit down and eat. So I'm always bringing my food with me. So hopefully I'll be eating my lunch at the hospital. So that won't be on the go, because you're not really supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. But yeah, so that's what we've got going on. I also have I don't know what's going on. My skin has been really bad lately. I don't know, my skin's been fine for a long time. I get a hormonal breakout here and there, but I feel like I've gotten 4 back-to-back, not extreme, significant acne spots. Like, I think the first one was over my lip, and I still have a little bit of redness, I think. Yeah, there's still a little spot here because it was kind of recently. And then I got one right up here that I kind of picked at, so that's kind of why that's red. But then I had a spot here, and then I had one on the other side of my chin that I picked at nonstop last night. So now it's a scab. And now I have like a spot of dry skin because I picked at it so much last night. But like, what the heck is happening? What's wrong with my skin? I don't know. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna tell you the song that's been stuck in my head this morning. I woke up, and I think this was probably because I was scrolling on my phone, but I found myself singing, I forget her name. I think the song's called Revolving Door. It's the one where she has that dance that I'm sure, I don't know, I feel like people really like the dance, but whenever I see it, I'm like, this is a little goofy. But she's like doing this, I just want you more. I don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean. I think it's the one where she has like her leg up and then she like flips over into a back bend. Am I explaining this well? Probably not. That was a song I had, like, I was singing as I was getting up and everything. And then I love whenever my dog wants to go outside, I start singing the Tangled song, the Mother Gothel. Is that her name? Like the villain, her song of like, oh, you want to go outside? Look at you, as fragile as a flower. I love that song. I sing it to Kyla often when she asks to go out, even though I end up letting her out every time she asks. But I'm always like, Mother knows best. Oh, that's what that song's called. Mother knows best. Mother knows best. Okay, I need to go to work. Goodbye. Much to discuss. Actually, I don't know if I have anything to discuss. All right, let me check. Oh, I am getting greasy, my girls. I'm skedaddling with just about enough time, just about the perfect amount of time that I wanted. I'm gonna be meeting somebody to carpool to the staff dinner thing at 3:15. It is currently about 2, so I'm gonna get home with just enough time to like change and maybe refresh, let the dog out, maybe even a short walk if I'm really good on time, and then heading over to where we're all gonna congregate. And that will be fun. But let's see, anything fun from work? The fun things were unfortunately negative things. There were a lot of random food allergies today. I'm talking green food coloring. Never heard of that one, but okay. Black peppercorn, raspberries. Just, and there were some others, but they were more like frequent types of ones I see, but that was odd. So we had a bunch of that situation. We had a few abnormal BMI ranges that I have to assess when they trigger for that. However, I had 0 referrals, even though those are two, like, food allergies and BMI are things that I should be referred for, and none of the food allergies were fully communicated to staff the way they are supposed to be. So like there's like different things that are supposed to be done, and some of those things were done, some of them were not done. So I had to do a bunch of stuff that I should have had to do, because technically I may not be assessing somebody for 72 hours after they've arrived. Like that's my threshold. So 3 days later, if they have a food allergy and it's not communicated the way it's supposed to be communicated, yes, it's fine that I'm doing it within my timeline, but there's so much risk involved in that, right? I'm starting to sweat even more. Why is it so hot in this car? So yeah, that wasn't fun, but I am trying to get that resolved. I have pointed that out. Specifically, I've asked a couple of people about it to see like where that issue might be happening. Yeah, other than that, nothing that exciting. Like, did my assessments, chatted with some patients, updated some things, some postings, some forms around the units, looked at menu stuff. Oh my god, little silly goofy things. So we in this building have 2 entree options for every meal, so that there's always something for vegetarians. There was a note left on my desk to resolve something with a random dinner for the vegetarian entree, and I looked at it, I'm like, oh my god, no way. What I had done is I had it listed as manicotti, but it's kind of weird because the way that I look up things and add them to the menu aren't the display titles. So I just saw like manicotti with sauce on my end, but it was uploaded and like is displayed as manicotti with meat sauce. Like, I don't know how that happened, but I'm like, oh no, I gave the vegetarian dish meat. Like, that's silly. And that's what I thought the problem was, but apparently they actually just wanted me to make it a vegetarian alternative to the main entree, which is what we usually do. It just wasn't that. Like, the main entree was a meatball sub sandwich. It was not manicotti. So I don't know why we did that initially, but I had updated it to take away the meat sauce, and then I showed someone, they're like, oh, I think you misunderstood this. I'm like, oh yes, I did. So I went and I made it like a vegetarian meatball sandwich. So anyway, that was fun. Updated the snack menu slightly to just swap out something we can't order anymore. I don't know if there's anything else, but I'm really starting to sweat, so I'm gonna shut up and we'll chat later. Or I don't know if we'll have time to chat because I'm gonna be like around people at work, so like I'm gonna feel a little bit shy, I think. But I might take B-roll, we'll see. If not, I'll tell you about it on my way home. Okay? Okay. Anyway, we'll we'll chat later. Well, hello there. I certainly did not take B-roll yesterday, and there will actually not be a video tomorrow unless something changes. Something could potentially change. Oh my gosh, we'll have to talk about that later, unless I already did it in my earlier clips, but it was not as bad earlier. Yeah, didn't film any more B-roll, didn't film any more when I got home because of all the wonderful things, something about the wizard, I don't know. I started feeling migraine-y. I was definitely getting symptoms. I try to like pretend I do not see it because it was late enough in the evening. I'm like, I could sleep it off. Like, I'll be fine. If I were to tell you all the times that that has worked for me, and got like a nickel for every time that has worked, I'd probably have about 5 cents. Maybe after my entire multiple decade history with migraine at this point, so I don't know about that. But yeah, then I woke up this morning feeling exorbitantly bad, and I'm still dealing with symptoms. It's like evening now. It is like I need to start cooking dinner kind of time, and I'm still dealing with symptoms, so I just didn't film anything at all today. But yesterday's dinner was really fun. We went to like this, how do I describe it? Let me like put some space over here in case I can come up with any pictures, but it was like this electric works, or like that's what it's called. I don't know. I don't really feel like I did any research at all because I forgot about this lunch dinner being a thing until less than 24 hours ahead of time. The building was called Electric Works, but it's like this repurposed factory building that now has a bunch of like food booth installment types of stuff, and it was like an indoor outdoor thing, so we got to eat outside, and it was beautiful outside, so it was super nice. The food was delicious. There was a lot of different variety in what kind of food each of us got. Yeah, and it was just fun because I got to chat with some of the colleagues that I have that I sometimes see their name on emails. Some of them I was meeting for the first time. A lot of them I had seen at prior staff events. And yeah, it was just really fun. And yeah, nothing really else to say about all that. Then I got home, and then I had just an at-home day. Luckily, today's planned to be a remote day for me anyway. I guess you don't need to see any more pictures, but today's gonna be, well, today's over pretty much, but today was an at-home day for me anyways. I didn't do any dietitian-y stuff necessarily. I might actually be doing something charting wise tonight. Hello, I forgot how to speak. I just got a boss. I do still have the brain fog, my guy. Oh my god, it's so rough. I did just get a text earlier from my boss. I think I mentioned this in a video earlier this week about a building that we split, and she asked me to do remote charting while I was at my hair. Well, I told her I was at a hair appointment but could do it. She asked if I could do that again. So she's going to be visiting there tomorrow afternoon, but I know that my work day is going to be kind of full tomorrow, so I could either plan to make it my first thing in the morning of remote charting or do it tonight. So I'm kind of leaning on doing it tonight because I think I'm going to be spending some of the evening by myself anyways, because my fiance Dan is not going to be home for part of the evening because he has some sort of work thing. Sometimes he has to go into different like shifts. I don't really want to even claim that I understand his job. He has to, like, for the manufacturing thing, he's an engineer, and he has to like run validations with different manufacturing shifts, so like all of the staff is educated and like we can approve things, I guess. So he has to hit like his normal day shift and then second shift and third shift, so he has to like knock out the other like times of day today basically. So I'm gonna anticipate being alone at some point where I'll be like, what else could I be doing? And I could be doing something fun, but I'll just knock out my remote charting, I think. So, okay. I was gonna say I'll see you tomorrow, but I probably will not see you tomorrow. Again, unless something changes, but assuming something does not change, I'll see you in a couple of days.